guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out really truly belongs to each and every one of my fawns because I told Kurt that I wasn't going to tear up until I got to like a sentimental part in this video, and here I go already. Okay, the reason why this shout out so belongs to all of you is because of me having the opportunity to go to GenBeauty and have this absolutely incredible experience that just, I have goosebumps. I so never expected to be able to have this, and I honestly feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I don't know what I have done to deserve this luck, to be so blessed, to have the most incredible fawns, the most incredible friends, and the most incredible supporters. You guys have believed in me since I had no subscribers, and I'm using the word subscribers, but really you guys know that you're my friends. That's why we created the word fawns. And please bear with me because this video is going to be so all over the place while I'm talking, and I'm just going to go with it. I will leave timestamps down below where there will be footage jumping ahead to different YouTubers that I met, general event footage, pictures, that kind of thing, because I obviously haven't had a chance to edit anything. So once I sit down in front of my computer and I'm able to start editing, then I will be able to put in timestamps. So just look down below if you want to skip ahead, and I will try to be as specific as I can with as many timestamps as possible, so that way you're able to navigate it as much as you would like to. So as you guys know, Kurt and I went to San Francisco, and it was actually my very first time ever going to California. And I was just over the moon excited that I was able to finally go to California, because California has been a dream of mine as far back as I can remember. I mean, I can remember it in my early teens, just desperately wanting to go to California. I have never felt like I have fit in anywhere in my life, in any city, in any state, any province, because you guys know that I am a Canadian citizen, I'm a US resident. I have never fit in Ontario, which is my home province. I've never fit in Michigan, which is my home state. And I only ever feel like I fit in when I travel to any kind of big city. So having that landing in California just gave me this like, moment of almost belonging. And then being at this beauty event where I wasn't judged I didn't feel like by anybody for really one of the first times in my life. Everybody was so positive, so loving, so embracing. The energy at this event was truly outstanding. You could not help but walk into these doors and just have your breath taken away. It was just the most amazing environment. I mean, yes, I was getting complimented by men, women. I mean, when I say like women of all races, men of whether or not, you know, they are straight, gay, transgendered, to me, everybody is one. It really does not make a difference to me. I love everybody. You know, everybody has such a special place in my heart. I have so many videos that I do want to film that are not beauty related, because I have always been bullied growing up. I've always been stereotyped. I've been shunned. I've had so many dirty looks, so much chatter behind my back, and it's even at a grocery store. I've never been able to just go grocery shopping. For instance, I go grocery shopping and I get dirty looks and I get chit chat behind my back and I make eye contact with somebody and I smile because that's who I am. And instead of getting a smile in return, I get a dirty look. You know, it's that kind of a thing. And I compliment a little girl because she's so beautiful and so cute. And the mom gives me a dirty look and pulls the little girl away. You know, like I'm used to things like that. When I was in grade 5, there was a Tanya Feifel hating club where all these people signed a petition against me just because I got to go to Las Vegas with my parents and I came home and everybody was jealous and I literally had no friends in grade 5. So I'm used to not being accepted, and going to this beauty place was amazing because I was accepted and loved and I was hugged by so many people and I met incredible people, just girls and guys who were there for the beauty event. I got to meet YouTubers. I met Christen Dominique, who, oh my goodness, I'm going to leave, by the way, every single YouTuber who I met or just brushed shoulders with or came in contact with or got to watch from a distance doing their thing. I will leave their links below because if you don't get to catch their name from me speaking because I'm already a disaster, I will leave their channels below so you can go check them out. So Christen Dominique, for instance, if you guys watch her, you know what kind of a sweetheart she is. She is such a doll. She is so positive. She's so goofy. She is, to me, one of the most genuine YouTubers out there. And I really, truly believe that. You guys, I think, know by now that I am quite skeptical of quite a few of the big YouTubers. My radars are up there because for me, YouTube has turned into, unfortunately, a very dramatic world, and I wish it could kind of go back to old school YouTube where it's just about beauty and makeup and fun and glitter and reviewing products and doing tutorials and the fun videos, you know, like it's just what I do on my channel and all of us just having fun, you know, like that's what I'm always going to do on my channel, and I feel like that's what Christen does on her channel, and she just avoids drama, and she is such a positive, uplifting person, and to me, you can just see it in her, you know, like you can tell with a person who is good, who has a good heart, who just emits this positivity and this love for people. So when I met Christen, right away, I don't know if when you guys watch her, she always does this, you know, be a part of the or the quad fam and hit that notification bell. I don't know if you guys know that whole little quad fam thing. So when I was approaching her, I did that little goofy thing that she does, and right away she like lit up and she's like, "You're part of the quad fam," and I'm like, "Yeah, of course I am." And she gave me the biggest hug. She locked hands with me, which I was not expecting, and I'm going to, you know, go to the footage in a moment. I'm going to do that along the way. I'm going to go to the footage of the person I'm talking to, and I will cut back to me talking so you guys have a reference that way, so it's a little bit more organized. So, you know, in that moment, I start talking to her. And I'm telling her, I'm like, "You don't know it yet, but you are one of my girls, and we are going to be besties one day." And she's like, right away, she tells me, she's like, "No, I totally believe this." And she tells me that she's like, "Wow, you are so gorgeous." And guys, I'm not telling this to you to like say anything like that. I'm just telling you our conversation, okay? That's it. That is it. And so that kind of took me back for a second because I was not expecting a comment like that to come out. And I'm not starstruck, I'm not anything like that, I'm not fangirl, like that kind of thing. And I was just like, wow, thank you so much, because I think that you are so beautiful. You know, she's got this like Arabian princess. Like, she is just, when you see her in person, she is even more beautiful in person than in her videos. And I think it's because of her heart and what she emits, her aura, her being, her core. She, honest to God, I need to fix this. She, honest to God, is just a genuine good person. Just take out the fame when I'm talking about these people to you and think of them as real people. And I know that that can be hard, especially when they have millions and millions of followers, and that can be the case with anybody of celebrity status, and I get that. But just try to take that, you know, out of it for a second. But she has not let that get to her head at all. And I'm telling you guys, if you ever had that opportunity to meet her in person, she truly is this breath of fresh air. There is nothing arrogant about her. There is nothing off-putting. There is nothing like, you know, I gotta move on to the next. And she spent time with everybody who waited to do a meet and greet with her and take a photo with her. I didn't notice that with other YouTubers. The way GenBeauty worked, and I told you guys I'm going to be a little bit all over the place. The way GenBeauty worked was you had to show up, you know, earlier to get in line for the YouTuber that you wanted to meet, and then wait in line for, you know, a minimum of 45 minutes plus to meet the person, and you couldn't meet everybody because they constantly had overlapping meet and greets going on. Like, for instance, Manny was there. I never had a chance to actually meet Manny. I stood side by side with him, made so much like direct eye contact with him, so did Kurt, and he was like within arm's reach, but he wasn't on the list when I had purchased my tickets, and even 2 days before when I checked the brand creators list, he wasn't on it. So I had no idea he was going to be there, but I'm going to get to Manny in a second, and he's not what you think he is either, but that's in a minute. So, but I knew that I really wanted to meet Christen because I do follow her, and she's just such a fun, goofy, sweetheart personality on YouTube. So I got in line for her, and I knew what time I had to be there to get in her lineup. So she enters, and the energy and excitement and everything else just went up through the roof for Christen. And she was the only person that I noticed. I'm not saying that there weren't others, because there is absolutely no way that I could have actually seen everybody, and I know I didn't see everybody. I'm just saying, based on the people that I've seen. I'm gonna need some water. I'm still dehydrated from flying because I got in this morning. So I'm sorry for the breaks. And I'm gonna keep losing my train of thought as well. But Christen, as far as what I saw for lines, she took time with every person to give them a little chat. She doesn't have time to give, you know, to actually spend minutes and minutes with each person, because Christen flew in for the meet and greet and actually had to fly right back out when her meet and greet was done. Literally, excuse me, literally had to catch a plane right when her meet and greet was done and fly back home again. That's how scheduled these meet and greets were. And her meet and greet went 45 minutes later because of the extra time she took. She actually took photos with people who weren't able to be in line, because there are people who do, you know, clickers, and they cut it off. They tell you, I'm sorry, the line is closed, no more people. And that's what happened to me with Manny's line. And that's what happened to me with Kim Ty's line. I didn't make it in time. So And I watched this happen with girls for Kristen's line. But Christen took the time to still meet up with these girls who were told no. And I thought that that was incredible. And I just got chills again. So that goes to show you the type of person she is. Despite the fact that she was already overexceeded and already spent an additional 45 minutes, she still took the time to meet up with these extra fans. Even though she had a plane to catch, she still did it. And then when I had my meet with her, I start chatting with her. So I tell her that she's one of my girls and she just doesn't know it yet. And then she goes on to tell me that she completely believes it because she has these connections with people and it happens. And that she can tell from my aura and the way I presented myself to her and my confidence and my, however my look in my eyes were to her, that there is something between us. And she took my business card and she asked me to stay in contact with her. And then we took a photo and then we kept chatting and she hugged me again and she kept holding my hands. And I asked her, I said, I don't know if you're going to have any extra time, but is there any way that we can just chat a little bit either after the meet and greet or after the event is over? And then that's when she told me, well, I can't do it after the event because my plane leaves right after the meet and greet, but I would love to chat. She said, I would love to chat with you after the meet and greet. So just this line is going to take forever because I was at the beginning of the line. She's like, so just kind of watch for the line to end and come and find me. And so that's what I did. And she was in the Luxy booth. And the girls working the Luxy booth were all so sweet. Like, Luxy has also won a special place in my heart. I purchased from Luxy. I used their brushes today. Unfortunately, I purchased face brushes, so it wasn't in any tutorials. But for instance, I used this contour brush and it gave me such a beautiful natural contour. I'm obsessed. I even purchased a t-shirt from them that I wore during a tutorial, which I did show on camera. And I had so much fun. I met the sweetest girl that was volunteering in the Luxy booth. So we exchanged information. So we're friends now. I took a photo with her and I don't want to give any names of all of the different friends that I made because I don't know if they want their names sit on the internet. So girls, everybody that I became friends with at GenBeauty, if you want to give your names, sound off down below because you girls all know how much I loved you. You two girls that I met in the bathroom, you other two girls, three girls that I met, you know, mingling, the one volunteer, the other two, you cute little girl that I, not like little girl, but you cute little, you know, girl that could like fit in my pocket because you were so tiny, and the other one that I was encouraging to start a YouTube channel, the volunteer working the Luxy booth. All of you girls, you know who I'm talking about. Feel free to leave your names down below because everybody on my channel will absolutely love you girls like you have no idea because I love you and I know my community and they are going to love you. I just don't want to give your names up. So, and then I met so many other employees working other booths as well that were just so sweet. There was a girl working at Milani and I gave her my contact information. So the girl working at Milani, if you want to leave your name, feel free to do so. I don't want to give your name up either. And her business card, oh my God, I need her business card. It's glittery and just amazing. Like, I met amazing people at this event. I can't even begin to tell you. So back to Christen. And so you guys, honestly, Christen is even more amazing in person. I didn't even think it was possible. She's not smoke and mirrors. Once you get to see a person in person, you know. You just know. And you guys know I always tell you how it is. And I have goosebumps again. And CESAR was there. And watching him watch Christen, was so heartwarming. It was just like what Kurt does for me. It really was just this amazing love story. He looks at Christen with so much love, so much respect and admiration, and he hugs her fans, and he takes time to take photos, and the smile is permanent on CESAR's face, and he's shaking hands with everybody, and he's so pleasant and so incredible. This couple, they are wonderful people. They are so humbled by everything. Nothing has gotten to their heads. I can't stop getting goosebumps. It truly was the most amazing thing to be able, highlight. That is such a highlight of, one of the highlights of this trip was Christen and CESAR. Seriously. On top of meeting the other girls that I mentioned, that I didn't mention because I don't want to give their names, but truly. So let you know that whatever you see about Christen and whatever your preconceived notions are, I hope that your preconceived notions are that she is a sweetheart, and then amplify that by 100, because she is outstanding. And she's a sweetie. She's an absolute sweetheart, and she just is. It's amazing. It really is. And I just wish her kitty would have been there, because I want to kiss her kitty's face. That smushy face. I just want to take the smushy face. So, alright, I'm going to move on to Nikita Dragun, because Nikita Dragun is another major highlight for me. And I really want to clear things up regarding Nikita Dragun, because I have seen a lot of drama regarding Nikita Dragun, and now that I've seen her in person, I really believe that a lot of the drama regarding Nikita Dragun is completely false, and that people have made it up. I mean, of course there's a chance that things have happened. I obviously have not been there along Nikita's journey, but either things have happened and she's learned from it and grown and moved on and she's a better person, or it was taken out of context, or it's just completely false, because Nikita is amazing. She did a meet and greet, and then she took the time to actually walk around GenBeauty both days. I didn't see other like big YouTubers taking the time to actually walk the event. She had her security guards or her agent. Like, I couldn't really figure out who these guys were that were like keeping people away, because it seemed like security, but they were kind of dressed like her agent. Like, it was, I can't place my finger on who the people were that were, you know, like safeguarding her, because they really did seem like security, but not dressed the part as a security. So there were people protecting Nikita. Let's just put it that way. So I've seen drama on YouTube where, you know what, this is going to time out. I'm going to hit cut, and then I'm going to start over again, because my camera cuts out at 29 minutes and I'm at 24 minutes, and I just don't want the story to be cut off. Hold on a second. So I've seen stories on YouTube where Nikita refuses to take photos with fans, and that she ignores her fans, and that kind of thing. And you guys, she took every single opportunity that she had to snap every photo possible. Even her agent, security guard, whatever you want to call this guy, she was there with Gabriel on day 2 that I saw. I heard that Gabriel was also there day 1, but I did not see Gabriel there day 1. So what I saw was Gabriel there day 2, but I saw Nikita both days. But both days, Nikita took hundreds of photos with people. Anytime somebody like tapped her on the shoulder or tried to stop her and pulled her, even if it was like somewhat aggressive, because, you know, the girl was just trying to get a photo with Nikita, and there were like groups of people trying to get in with Nikita, this girl stopped and got in the shot with, like, you know, groups of people behind her taking selfies. Like, she took every opportunity she had to help as many fans as possible to take photos. It was another breath of fresh air. She has not let any kind of fame get to her head. She did not refuse any photos from what I saw, and I really watched Nikita because I love Nikita. If you guys don't know this, I love, love, love my gays. They hold a special place in my heart. I love transgendered people. I love that entire, like, anybody who is a lesbian, the gay community. I always get along with that. I don't want to like say group of people, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know if it's because of who I am and what they stand for. Oh, my phone's vibrating. I've got another bestie chiming in right now. But I respect them so much, and I think I almost want to go to bat for them and stand up for them, and I want to take a stance for them, and I always want to do whatever I can for them. And same with animal rights. My hairdresser is gay, and I have so many gay friends. I have transgendered friends, and that's just who I am. Like, I love everybody. I really do. So if you guys don't know, Nikita Dragun is transgendered, and she has documented her entire story on YouTube. She's very open about it. She is very courageous. She's very, very inspiring. She tries to help out other people, and I think that it is amazing. I really do. And for her to be getting any kind of hate really bothers me. And now that I have met her and I have seen that any kind of allegations made against her really appear to be completely false, makes me want to go to bat for Nikita that much more, because she's incredible. She embraces her sexuality like no other woman. She is gorgeous. Like, I mean, drop dead gorgeous. Her outfits, this girl is fit. The tight dresses, her little big cute booty, her long beautiful pink hair, her makeup is on fleek. She is just stunning. And then she is incredible with her fans. I just don't even know how to begin to describe her. Then there's this area where all of the big YouTubers got to go up to that was completely off limits to everybody else who attended the venue. So she got to go up to where the DJ was, and she got to dance and have fun, and watching her be in her element was just so amazing and incredible and empowering and fun and just incredible. So when I first saw Nikita, we were passing by each other, and I was like, "Hey, Nikita!" And she just looked at me, she's like, "Hey!" And it was just like we were girlfriends. It was nothing. And then the next time I saw her, I was like, "Nikita, can I talk to you?" You know, like, so many people just wanted to like hound all of these girls for photos. But yes, I wanted photos, but I wanted to talk to them as people, because they are people. I'm a person too. I know a lot of you guys are like so excited to meet me, and I'm so excited to meet all of you, but at the end of the day, we're all just people. We're all doing our thing. We're all sharing a love of makeup. You know, I'm just happen to be sitting behind a camera and putting up videos. That's the only difference, is that I'm actually doing looks and putting it on YouTube. That's all. There's nothing that really differentiates me from you guys. There really isn't. And that's how I feel about me versus Nikita and me with Christen. Sure, they are making a hell of a lot more money and they have the fame and all of that, but at the end of the day, we are all just people. So I grabbed Nikita and I'm like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" And she just looked at me. She was like, "Sure, girl." You know, like, totally took her like off balance, because she was not expecting that. You could tell that that was, you know, maybe a first for her, maybe just a first for her at that particular event, but you could see that she was not expecting it, and it was like a, yeah. So when I'm about to insert some photos, I don't want to cut out the grumpy pants agent, security guard, whatever it was, because I think you guys are going to get a kick out of him, but he is like stone cold, just grumpy pants. It is really funny. So when I go to him in a second, you guys are going to get a big laugh out of him. But her and I were just talking like girlfriends. So I'm telling her how inspirational she is and how beautiful I think she is, and that I love that she just does her and she's doing, you know, she's being herself, she's doing her thing, and she doesn't let the haters get her down. And I start telling her that, you know, it's so crazy because I actually have a sister named Nikita, and it's such a unique, beautiful name. And she's like, no way, you know a Nikita? Your sister's name is Nikita? And I'm telling her, like, yes. And I said, you know, I'm going to BeautyCon in a couple of weeks, and I know you're going to be at BeautyCon. She's like, are you? I told her, yes. She's like, okay, we're going to hook up at BeautyCon. We're going to have a better conversation at BeautyCon because this place is so chaotic. Like, you could barely have a conversation, and she was being pulled left and right. Her agent security guard was trying to pull her away from me too, and she was trying to talk to me, and so she told me that we're gonna talk at BeautyCon, which got me so excited. So I'm so looking forward to actually being able to have a conversation with Nikita in a couple of weeks, because she is really another down-to-earth, beautiful woman. And the fact that people are out there saying that she doesn't care about her fans, and she doesn't give them the time of day, and she doesn't take photos. Yes, I did have a little extra special experience compared to other people, but she took the time of day to take hundreds, if not thousands, of photos with everybody who was trying to stop her and ask her for photos, despite this one man trying to stop it and interfere. It was amazing. She was doing her and not caring about whatever figure role this guy played. So it was awesome.
before you know it, it's going to be over. But it's not over yet. I've got one of those announcements to make. If you guys have lost your driver's license, your credit card, your child, if you've lost anything, please head to the front towards guest services and pick up your missing items. And what I'm saying right now is check your wallet, because we're getting a collection of IDs, credit cards, all of those things that you don't want to leave here. Trust me, you want to take them home. So check your wallet, check your purse, check your bag, check your pockets, and make sure you got your ID and credit card. If you don't, head on over to the front to guest services. And now a more exciting announcement in a couple of minutes over at the Luxy Beauty booth. Head on over to Luxy because Miss Christen Dominique is getting ready for her meetup. I see some beautiful faces ready to meet her. And you guys want to come see Miss Christen Dominique, because she'll be there in just a couple of minutes. I warn you. Just like I mentioned about the ID and the credit cards, we also need Maria Zapian to head to guest services at the front. If your name is Maria Zapian, if your name rhymes with Maria Zapian, I'm just kidding, but please, Maria Zapian, head on over to the front at guest services to meet your party.
Gabriel was amazing too. He was getting in there. I didn't get to meet Gabriel because when Gabriel was walking around with Nikita, I was with Christen, but I got to watch Gabriel for a bit, and he was taking photos with everybody and also doing his thing, and it was awesome. And like, it's really interesting to see it from, you know, my perspective of being there and watching these people, like actually like people watching, if you will, because I was there for 2 days seeing them in action versus what these drama channels tell you, versus what comments tell you. Just don't believe everything you read and everything you hear, you guys. And I know it sucks because there's always so much conflicting information, and it's so hard to, like, what to believe. And it's really sad that that's what YouTube has come to. It really is. But you have to just go with your gut and just make up your own minds. And just what you believe it. Don't let anybody else change your mind, because The truth is in what you can see in somebody's eyes, what you can feel is in somebody's heart. And there's just so much more to a person than in a quick little video and in what a drama channel chops up and puts together and spins, and what they do to try to get views, and how they do their clickbait and what they put in their title. Even right down to, have you ever noticed, like, you know, oh my gosh, like, I see these stupid headings all the time, you know, an honest review, my honest review, the truth on this palette. Shouldn't every palette be an honest review? Shouldn't every palette have the truth? Like, just think about it. When you're reading things, when you're watching things, just make up your own minds is all I'm trying to say, because this was a really huge eye-opener for me. So then, while I was in line for Christen, I got to really briefly meet Kim Tai. And oh my goodness, Kim Tai is like this big. She is cute as a button. Like, cute as a button. I don't even know how else to describe her. Her smile, I'm so dehydrated. Her smile never left her face. Her eyes were smiling. This girl was so happy to be there and be a part of GenBeauty. It was the cutest thing to see Kim in action and walking around. But like I said, Nikita, though, was seriously the only YouTuber that wasn't scared to be out and about mingling, which I thought was incredible and speaks volumes of Nikita's character. And I really want you guys to think about that, because I think that that truly speaks volumes of Nikita, okay? It really does. Whether or not you believe in transgendered people, I know it's controversial. I just love them. I wish it wasn't controversial, but as a person, I think that speaks volumes. I really, truly do. Okay, I want to leave that off, and I know I'm all over the place. So back to Kim. So my brush up with Kim was like, okay, first of all, I'm 5'5", okay, but I always wear 5.5-inch heels, but they're, you know, they're a platform, so they don't actually lift you 5.5 inches. Keep that in mind. You know, you probably get 2.5 inches, give or take, out of a 5.5-inch platform. Like, I'm usually, I don't know, 5'8" tops with my heels on, and then Kim was like, here. Like, she's cute as a button. So I see Kim, and I'm like, hey, Kim! I'm literally talking to these people like I know them. And I think that there is a certain amount inside these people that respect that they're being spoken to like they are people, because they're people. They are. And she's just like, you know, was taken back. She's like, hi! And I said, Kim, I'm wearing your lashes. And I had no idea Kim was going to be there, because, again, like Manny, Kim was not on the creators list. I checked the creators list 2 or 3 days before the venue, and I thought that that was it. I had no idea they were throwing in extra creators the day before, but I guess they were still trying to, like, wrap up people, or maybe other people fell through. I have no idea what happened, because BeautyCon's creators list has been out for a while now, so I really don't know. I've never been to a GenBeauty. I don't know how it works, but all of a sudden you hear on the announcement system that, like, Kim Tai's meet and greet is going on. So, like, I rushed down there, and then the line was closed, so I couldn't meet her. But luckily, I got to brush shoulders with her at Christen's line on her way out. But I was wearing Kim Tai's collab lashes with Cake Face Beauty, her style Lionhearted that I've been loving, that I told you was hubby approved. So I look at Kim and I'm like, oh my goodness, Kim, I'm actually wearing your lashes. And she was so grateful that I was wearing her lashes. She thanked me so much for supporting her and supporting her collaboration and for wearing them and how beautiful they looked. And I told her that I'm going to BeautyCon and that I plan on definitely meeting her there, because I do, like, my plan for BeautyCon was to meet Nikita at BeautyCon and to meet Kim at BeautyCon. Those were the two that I really wanted to meet at BeautyCon. So she's like, okay, great, we're gonna talk at BeautyCon. I'm like, awesome, boom. And then I got called, like, I literally was next in line for Christen. They were calling me for Christen while I was talking to Kim, and I was like, but I'm talking to Kim, but I'm getting called for Christen, like, damn it, what do I do? So I like had to go for Christen because it was my turn, but I'm trying to finish up, like, wrapping up to Kim, telling her bye, I'll see you in LA in 2 weeks. Like, it was crazy, you guys. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. So I'm so dry, and I've been drinking water like you have no idea. I had no alcohol the entire trip. I don't drink on planes because they dehydrate you. I don't wear makeup when I travel. I put a sleep mask on when I travel, and I'm still dehydrated. Oh, Romeo! He's gonna come say hi. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Oh, here's my man, Romeo. Hi, baby. Wanna come say hi? I know you miss mommy. You wanna say hi to everybody? Say hi, Fawn Squad. Hi, Fawn Squad. Hi, baby. I know I love you. I missed you so much. I know, mommy missed you. I know mommy missed you. I know. Oh my gosh. So then on day one, I met this other gay man who, oh my god, instantly, I fell in love. Like, I mean, in love. I don't know if you guys know who he is. His name is RAMSEY Aguilera, and he is a smaller YouTuber, like 5,000 and some subscribers, but he's got like 100 and some thousand followers on Instagram. He's a huge Instagrammer, and I had no idea. I told him, he's like, are you serious? You never heard of me? I'm like, no, I've never heard of you. I just saw this fabulous gay man. He's almost as tall as Kurt. Like, Kurt's 6'8". This man is tall, lean, like you see his muscles, lean. I'm gonna leave his link so you can go check him out. He is beautiful. As a man, his bone structure and everything, he is so handsome. And then when he puts on the woman getup, he is gorgeous. And he is such a character. He has the biggest heart. I love him. Like, he is like one of my new best friends. I'm not even kidding. Pristine glitter eye, his wing, his lashes, his makeup, everything. Amazing. Like, amazing, you guys. You need to check him out. You need to go to his Instagram page. My heart melted. I don't even know how many times we hugged, and then when I saw him a couple times, I was like, hey baby, and then he started strutting his stuff as if there was a runway. I'm like, you work it, girl, and he just like, and like walked it and worked it, and he worked it down that runway. It was freaking amazing. Like, I can't even describe it for you. It was so incredible. Like, it was so incredible. I love him. Love, love, love. So, he's also going to BeautyCon. So, I'm meeting up with him at BeautyCon in a couple of weeks again. And he thought that I was, like, pranking him, that I had never heard of him. But I'm just like newly getting into all of these new social media things. You know, like I just got Snap. And with Instagram, I am just getting more involved in Instagram. And I know, Rome, Mommy's so excited. You know, I'm starting to delve more and more and more into social media, and I'm trying to get more involved in Twitter. Like, all of these things are just like so new to me, and I'm getting more into this world, but I haven't been into this world up until this point yet. You know, like now I'm getting into it, but I haven't been there. So he thought I was playing and that I knew who he was all along, and I really didn't. I just saw this fabulous gay man that I knew I had to meet. And we passed quite a few times, and we said hey to each other, like as if we both knew each other, but we both didn't know each other. And then finally we just stopped and talked. And it was just this instant amazing chemistry between the two of us. Like, we've known each other forever. So we exchanged contact information, and I saw him again the next day, and again the next day. He like pointed to me and he's like, come here. And so it was big hugs all over again. I'm a huggy person, in case you guys haven't figured this out yet. I love to hug. So, and again, he was just fab, done up, like just done, glam, 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 glam. I was in glitter glam heaven around this beautiful, gorgeous gay man or woman, because he was all done up. I don't really know. I told him to work it, girl, and he worked it. So he was just, but he had such a heart of gold, and he was just the sweetest, kindest. You just know, like, you guys know when you look in somebody's eyes, you just know. And his eyes just tell you, like, no matter what the makeup is, no matter what the outfits are, no matter what the persona is that's going on, when you look in somebody's eyes, you know if they're a good person. And I knew he was instantly. And the more I spoke with him, the more I hung out with him, the way he hugged, everything about him was just love. It was nothing but love. Honest to God, it was just incredible. So then, Manny MUA. Oh my goodness. 7 minutes? I might be able to cover this in 7 minutes. Okay, so I never actually got to meet Manny because, again, I had no idea that Manny was going to be there. But I got right up to the rope that they had roped off for him, and I was like first on the rope. So I honestly cannot tell you how many times Manny and I just like locked eyes and stared. And he smiled, and I kept smiling at him, and he kept taking photos with people, but then kept looking at me, and I kept looking at him, and he looked at Kurt, and he looked at me. Like, it was crazy. It was just like this intense, like, do we know each other? We need to know each other, but like I can't know him because I didn't make the line and he's got to go. So I have this feeling that I'm going to know Manny one day. I know it sounds crazy. I know it does. But I just have this feeling that I am going to know Manny. I don't know if I'm going to meet him at BeautyCon because he's not scheduled to be there, but maybe he's going to pop up and be there. But I just know that in my future, like, Manny is a part of it. He just is. You know? Like, it was eerie. It really was. But I'm gonna, like I had said, I'm gonna leave links to every YouTuber I'm talking about. I know I have mothers and daughters who watch my channel. If you guys don't know who Manny is, do not click on Manny's link, because Manny on YouTube is very, very vulgar, and he starts off with F-bombs pretty much immediately. And I know how much my followers, my fawns, I'm talking general right now because this part is a serious moment. You guys really appreciate that I don't use vulgarity at all. So, to the mothers and daughters who watch together, if you just have never come across Manny, you just somehow don't know Manny, don't click on Manny's link, because you're going to be in for an immediate F-bomb. That's, even Nikita swears, okay? So just be careful. Christen does not swear. Christen, you are totally safe on, okay? And I've never heard Kim swear, but I can't guarantee it. Christen is the only one with the links I'm leaving that I know is safe for mother-daughters to watch together. So just pre-watch anything before you watch it with your kids for the other YouTubers, okay? But Manny is on YouTube, as you guys, most of you, I would think, all of you, I don't know, is quite the entertaining being on YouTube. I get a kick out of Manny. I think he's super entertaining to watch. I had no idea what to expect as soon as I saw him in person because it caught me totally off guard that he was there. I didn't know if he was going to be swearing, if he was going to do the like tongue sticking out of his mouth for photos, because to me, that's vulgar, and to me that's not appropriate at a beauty event because there are so many children there. There are underage girls there. So I did not, as soon as Manny was there, I was like, I didn't know what to expect because for me, I'm 31. I can handle it. It's not a big deal. I'm around people who swear all the time. I'm fine with it. But when I see little kids running around, if there's F-bombs being dropped, tongues being stuck out, you know, certain symbols with the tongue going out, things like that are not okay to me. But Manny is not that person in person at all. Manny is the total opposite of his persona on YouTube. Manny is so loving in person. He is so not what you would expect him to be. It was unbelievable. They are two different people. He literally has a YouTube persona, and in person, he is embracing. He is loving. He hugs everybody. He will give everybody what they want. When it came to photos, he customized photos for people. If they wanted sassy and pouty, he gave them sassy and pouty. If they wanted a huggy photo, he gave them hugs. If they wanted smiles, he gave them smiles. When it was little kids, he got down to like the size of a little kid for a little kid photo so they matched up in height. Like, if it was like multiple people in a photo, he accommodated for multiple people. If it was a fan who wanted a photo of just that fan and him, and then the group that the fan was with, he did that for the person. He let them have their solo photo plus the group photo. He was so accommodating, and he gave very, very brief chit chat. Like, I mean brief. Like, hi, hello, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. Like, but it was still something, you know, it wasn't just like snap, snap, move on. Snap, snap, move on. So, for instance, okay, I got a minute. Let me click this off and I'll be right back. For instance, I've been very fortunate and I've done a couple meet and greets with some celebrities in the past. And Pitbull is one of them. And I love Pitbull. If you guys have been following me, you know how much I freaking love Pitbull. And I had the opportunity to do a meet and greet with Pitbull. And Pitbull did the stereotypical, you know, hey, nice to meet you, handshake, photo, enjoy the concert, move on. With me, he was really special. He chatted me up, he told me how gorgeous I was, he kissed me on the cheek for a photo, he did a normal photo, he did another photo, he hugged me in a photo, we talked a bit. It was really, really cool. Like, I was very, very blessed and fortunate that I got to have that extra time with Pitbull compared to what a normal meet and greet is when you meet up with a celebrity artist. Because normally a celebrity artist is literally a handshake, nice to meet you, a photo, and you're on your way. That's how it is, because I've done a few of them. I've met with Usher, that's how it was. I was a little bit more of a chit chat with Usher, but it wasn't much. I've met Bret Michaels. I got very fortunate with Bret Michaels. I actually got to go hang out on his tour bus. After the show, I got to be backstage during his performance. I got to go on his tour bus and hang out on his tour bus until like 4 in the morning, and that's a whole other story for a whole other day. So I've had some really fortunate moments in my life. So this is why I can tell you straight up, when I know that for me, that I know that I got special treatment, if you will, just because these guys were just doing special treatment, wanting to be chatty with me. I don't want it to come across like weird. I'm just trying to be really, really straight up and honest with you. But you know that, like, you know how things go like that, where in these situations, it wasn't that. It was not that. This was, you know, Christen being Christen, Nikita being Nikita, Kim being Kim, the way Manny was being a sweetheart, this guy Ramsey. That's why I can give you guys like a true telling of people, because I've had such a variety of experiences. I've met Shania Twain, for instance. So I have been very, very blessed and fortunate in my life because I've just lived a really crazy life. So I'm a very good tell of character for the most part, and I've met celebrities, and I know when it's guys being guys and when people are just being people because they're good people. So I really hope that you take what I'm saying more than just as me talking, and you kind of take it with, you know, more than just a grain of salt type of a thing, and you kind of take my word as truth, and a little bit more than what you hear on drama channels, and a little bit more than what you read in comments and people trying to get attention and trying to create drama, because these people are really, truly wonderful people, and they're really good-hearted people. And it was such a wonderful experience to know and witness it and to see how amazing they are.
coming up here at 1:30 in about 10 minutes. You guys can meet Miss Lansing. And I've also got in my hands the amazing Wonder Woman face brush set. Have you guys seen this over at Beauty? It's amazing. It's like the most beautiful brush set. And they've got these over here. So you guys want to come over to Beauty, meet with us today? Check out these beautiful, vegan, cruelty-free Wonder Woman brush collection. Because who doesn't want Wonder Woman while they're on their game? Feeling like that Wonder Woman. So we'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Meet us with us today.
So then there was another crazy coincidence that happened at GenBeauty. So of course, you guys know me well, and there is no way that this girl would be seen like drop dead in flats. I have literally been in a wheelchair because of my rheumatoid arthritis, because of being sick in an airport, vomiting from migraines, having to be wheeled around because I was vomiting in bags. The nurses at airports have had to give me injectables to stop me from puking to be able to make my flights and wheel me around, and I've almost missed flights. being taken from the hotel into a cab to the airport. I've traveled in atrocious health conditions, and when my arthritis was so bad, I was in a wheelchair, I couldn't walk, I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. Again, another video. My point to this is, no matter what happened, I fell off of a cliff in St. Lucia, just over 1,300 feet up. I almost died. I luckily walked away with just an injury to my ankle, which I couldn't walk again. But my point to these things is that despite the fact that I was put in a wheelchair for certain events, I always put my high heels on. Even then, flip-flops, running shoes, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call flats, were never a freaking option. So, being at this event, I was wearing very impractical 5.5-inch, very uncomfortable high heels. Like Louboutins. You guys know the red bottoms? Red bottoms?
Yes, so we have a sneak preview of our limited edition creators palette. They're absolutely amazing shoes.
Yes, you guys need to check out these Ipsy creators. Say hi to Miss Allie and Taylor, the co-founders of New Sticks, and they're so
They are the most uncomfortable of uncomfortable high heels that are on the market. But the red bottoms. So you kind of sacrifice bleeding. I'm talking bleeding feet. I literally have bloody scabs on my feet right now as I'm looking down. Yes, you guys are gonna think I am insane, I am crazy, but I am a fashionista to the nth degree, and I do not care. I will have blood pooling out of my feet before I take off my damn Lubies. So I was wearing my Louboutins both days, traveling days. I wore Louboutins 4 days straight, so that's why my feet are so bloody and blistered. And yes, I have a ridiculous amount of heels, all of which are comfortable, but the red bottoms are the red bottoms. So, Kurt had made his way to this other end of BeautyCon, and for me to get to Kurt, I would have had to walk like all the way around, and it was approaching the end of day one, and I was in agony after traveling in Lubies. And I'm talking, like, at this point, I had Lubies on between the traveling, the day that we were there walking around San Francisco, and then BeautyCon, or GenBeauty, I mean. Damn. 30 hours of wearing Louboutins 3 days straight-ish off the top of my head. I'm not really sure, but just throwing out a number. Something ridiculous. Okay, end of story. Something ridiculous. And so I asked this guy, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but can I please cut across your booth? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Again, another gay guy, because I just love my gays. So I cut across his booth, and then he stops me, and he's like, you have really beautiful platinum blonde hair. And I'm like, thank you so much. You know, I love my platinum blonde. I just never feel myself if I'm not platinum. So he starts telling me about the platinum blonde hair products that he has. And I think he was honestly the only hair booth there. I cannot recall any other hair booth at this beauty event. So we start talking, and he asks me if my hair ever gets a little bit brassy or starts getting yellowy, especially towards the ends of my hair, you know, nearing the time of my hair appointment, because he's like, I can tell you must have just had your hair done like a week and a half ago, because everything is all matching and it's platinum and it looks beautiful. But does it ever get a little bit uneven right before a week and a half out to your hair appointment? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I do usually notice that it starts fading a little bit down here more. All of this stays nice and platinum. And I use certain products like Orbay that's really pricey. And I'm trying to find other products that work really well that keep the vibrancy, because I've had quite a few requests from my platinum blonde fawns for me to do a video on how I keep my blonde hair platinum, but I want to find other products that are more affordable because Orbea is just not as accessible, and it's crazy, and at the end of the day, it's just not something that I really want to put out there. So he's like, well, why don't you try this, this, and this? And he gives me a bunch of samples to try. And I'm like, okay, that's amazing. So then I'm like, well, do you ever work with beauty creators? And he's like, no, that's not really something that I ever get into because, you know, I just don't like that world and getting into YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, to me, that is perfect because I don't really like, for instance, what Morphe does. How Morphe tries to, like, you know, do the whole bought and paid for thing with subscribers and just shove it down people's throats, because if you guys watch a lot of the big YouTubers, they're always shoving down Morphe codes so they can make a buck. And I just don't like that. You know, I want people to be able to shop how they want, buy what they want. It's like I said, makeup, beauty, all of that should be fun. It shouldn't be like this, like, buy this brush, buy this brush, buy this brush, use my code, use my code. I don't like that. I think it should just be a fun place. Makeup is fun. It's about getting done up and getting creative and being able to change your look and how you're feeling and your mood and all of that, you know? It should be like that old school YouTube way of doing things. Like, I love that. So he was like, yeah, I don't like what Morphe does either. And so I said, okay, well, you know, we're really on the same page. And I said, but to you, my downfall may be that I have a couple thousand subscribers. I'm not, you know, a couple 100,000 subscribers. And he's like, no, you know, I actually really love you. Like, we're hitting it off. I'm like, no, I love you. Like, you're like my guy. And so he told me to take all these products, and he was so honest, which, an honest company, you guys. And I'm not going to say a name or anything right now because I don't know if the products are going to work. So I'm leaving it alone for now. And if they never work, I'm never mentioning it. If they work, I'm going to tell you about it. So he gives me all of these products to try. And it turns out he is the president of this hair company, which I didn't even know until I got back to the hotel and I looked at his business card. And he tells me that when it's time, you know, a week and a half out to my hair appointment, and I start noticing any kind of changes in my ends, to test out the products. And he tells me, you know, what steps to do and how to use it. And if I notice a difference and if it works for me, to reach out to him, and he is going to give me a code for you guys to save you money. And he never does this. But because we hit it off so well, and because of my values and my integrity and what I stand for, and that I don't want to be that YouTuber that is just like this money-hungry affiliate, gimme, gimme, give me, and that I actually truly care about my subscribers, and that I care about the products, and that the products actually work. He wants to do business with me if the products work for me. And I was like, this is so refreshing. And this is the biggest breath of fresh air. For there to still be a company like this. I didn't even know if this existed anymore, you guys. I was so excited. And now I'm just like praying that the products work for me. Because you know I'm not going to do anything if the products don't work for me. I'm not going to pursue it. You know, I'll leave it alone. But if the products work for me, this is an honest company. There are still honest companies out there, and the president of this company is phenomenal. He is such a good person. And again, I was face to face with him, and it's all about the eye contact. He isn't shifty. He's not like looking away. He wasn't fumbling for words. It was just this conversation happening. There's no pressure. There's no nothing. He told me that he would want me to just do me, and there would be no strings attached. There would be no nothing. It wouldn't be controlling me. There wouldn't be anything like that. It would just be me loving his product, using his product, giving me a discount code for you guys. Like, the way this weekend went was it was so much more than I ever could have wished for, hoped for, than I dreamt of. I still don't feel like this was real. I cannot believe that this was my reality, that this happened. It made me realize that I started this channel because of my pure passion for makeup. I love makeup. You guys know that the channel made me realize that I love makeup so much more than I ever thought was possible. And I didn't think it was possible to love makeup and beauty products and hair products more than I did before starting my channel, because I was already totally makeup obsessed since I was 6 years old. So when I started this channel a year ago, I already thought that I was like the most makeup addicted, obsessed lover. Just, I didn't think I could get any more in love with it than I already was. And then having this channel made me realize that I love it so much more. Then meeting you guys was the biggest blessing that came out of this channel. And I had thought, if nothing ever comes of this, you guys came out of this, and I developed the deepest friendships than I ever could have imagined. And it's been so incredible having these lifelong friends now that I don't even have from my hometown, with the exception of 2 girls, which has blown me away. And then now being at this beauty event, I have realized that this is so what I want with my life. I love this. I was thriving in this environment. I was accepted in this environment. I could be me. I could do me. I wasn't like being judged. Everybody I made contact with, eye contact with, everybody I smiled at, smiled back to me. There wasn't hate. It was beautiful. And like, I have my Juris Doctorate, and I don't want to pursue law and fighting and arguing for a living. And yes, it's a powerful position, and it's secure, and you know, it says something, but I don't care. This is what I want. This is what I love. You guys are what I love. Meeting so many of you at this convention was amazing. It just felt right. I could be me 110%. There were no walls up. I was just there, doing me, being me. I was so happy. I didn't have a migraine. I didn't have an arthritis flare-up. I didn't have anxiety. I didn't have a panic attack. It was life-changing. It was honestly a life-changing weekend. I'm not kidding. Everything changed in San Francisco. Everything. And I could not wait to get home and sit in front of this camera and start filming for you guys. And I wanted to just like call up all of you and tell all of you what went down and what happened and share this with you and tell you about this and tell you about these amazing people. From the friends that I made, to the companies, to the volunteers, to the employees, to the YouTubers, to the energy there in GenBeauty. It was wild. More than ever, I've realized that I want YouTube to be my career. I want the opportunity to be able to meet all of you. I want to figure out ways to be able to attend these events as a beauty creator, so that way I can meet you guys and hug all of you, take photos with all of you. I want all of you to treat me that I am your girlfriends. I want, because I'm your friends. Like, that's what it is. We're all friends. We just haven't had a chance to meet yet. And I'm gonna leave a link directly to this song, Nicki Minaj, Moment for Life. I would play it, but YouTube will copyright it, and it will only be playable in the United States. And I learned that the hard way when I did my TMI series. And I think it was part 2, when I was trying to be goofy and sing and rap to some of my favorite songs. All of my Canadian fans cannot watch my TMI part 2, and I think Germany also banned it. There were a few countries that banned it because of the copyrighted material. Otherwise, I would sit here and play the chorus from the one part from Moment for Life from Nicki Minaj, because it's not the whole song, but it's this one particular part, and I'm gonna link it down below. And I was just singing that all weekend. I've had it on play. When I was doing my face makeup today, I had it on replay in here, and I'm like, this is what I was living. And I really owe it all to you guys. You are making my dreams come true. You're making it a reality. It is my reality right now. Being at GenBeauty was my reality. I was there, I lived it. And it's because of you guys that I got to live it. And I am the luckiest girl. And I love you guys so much. And you guys give me constant support and constant love, constant encouraging. And I don't know what I have done for you guys to be encouraging me so much and supporting me so much and hitting that subscribe button while being such a small YouTuber. But for you guys to have that faith in me and be with me along this journey, and for me to be able to meet you one day is going to be amazing. And I owe it all to you guys. And I just hope that you really know how fortunate I feel, how lucky I am, and how much I love you guys, and how much I truly appreciate all of you, every single one of you. I really, truly appreciate all of you. I'm not just saying it. I wish I could just like give you guys each a hug right now. You don't understand how badly I want to hug all of you right now and just never let go. I really do, and I can't. And one day I will. One day I'll be able to hug all of you, and I cannot wait for that day when I get to hug all of you. And you better believe that you are all in for the biggest bear hug of your lives. And I'm gonna be that girl who's going to take the time to take as many pictures with you as you want, give you the perfect photo that you want, take the time to talk to you about whatever you want, and we are going to hang out and do girl talk, and there's not going to be anybody rushing us, no grumpy face security agent pulling my butt away, because you guys matter more, and I love you so much. And when that day comes, all of this love and appreciation is going into you, because when I get there, it's because of you that I've gotten there. And I'm not ever going to forget that. So thank you guys so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for all of the love, the positivity, the comments, sharing my channel, keeping it growing, watching it, giving me your time. Time is so precious. And the fact that you watch my videos and you give me your time and you watch them, that's invaluable. And I know you can never get your time back. And the fact that you're spending your time with me means everything to me. So I just hope you know that I love you all so much. I appreciate everything, from your time, to your comments, to your shares, to the subscribe button, to your support, to absolutely everything, to just being you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for allowing me to have this incredible experience, because I wouldn't have gone to GenBeauty if it wasn't for YouTube, if I didn't have all of you guys subscribing to me, giving me this push to want to go to these events. It's all because of you. So thank you again. I love all of you so very much. I know this video is so long. And until next time, I promise I'm going to do my hardest to keep it together and not be sappy and fall apart and cry. And I love you all so much. So until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I can't say it enough, but I truly love you and appreciate you more than you guys will ever possibly know. The love that I'm emitting to you all through this, the hugs that I'm giving you all, the kisses that I'm sending you all. You guys, if you ever wanted to pursue a channel, just pick up your phones and start recording and just do it. You never know what can happen. The friendships that can be developed, the places that it can take you, the people that you will meet along the way, the journey that you'll have. You just never know. Just do it. Just pick up your phone and start recording and do it. I love you guys, and until the next video, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. Bye, guys.